The National Council Against Smoking says it wants to tax on cigarettes increased by 70% to reduce tobacco consumption and increase tax revenue. The council says it will propose to the National Treasury to increase the price of cigarettes between 5 and 7 rand a packet.
South Africa is currently spending about 59 billion rand a year to deal with the health repercussions of tobacco, but the country only collects 13 billion rand in tobacco tax revenue. It's estimated that the country loses about 3 billion rand per year in cigarette tax revenue.
We would like to see the excise tax on cigarettes and all tobacco products increase to 70% of the price of the product. And that is primarily because for the last about 6 to 7 years, we've seen that the number of people that are smoking has not gone down. And especially young people, we've seen that there's a slight increase in the number of young people that are smoking. And this always happens when the price of the product is too cheap. So it becomes necessary for us to increase.
Institutions like SARS and the law enforcement agencies have been accused of dragging their feet when it comes to clamping down on the illicit trade in cigarettes. Recent research conducted by the University of Cape Town has revealed that about 30% of cigarettes are sold for less than 20 rand per packet, and that countries like Botswana, Brazil and Morocco are performing better when it comes to clamping down on illicit trade.
We have seen that there's been this drop in consumption of illegal cigarettes from 2015, and possibly that is indicative of an increase in illicit trade in 2015. And why would this have changed in 2015 specifically? We don't think it's because of the taxes on tobacco and cigarettes, because that policy has been relatively stable since 2004. So the only thing that really can explain it is poor enforcement.
The tobacco industry is resisting a draft tobacco bill which will see a more significant clampdown on advertising to promote tobacco products. The bill, which is expected to come into effect next year, is also aimed at finding ways to discourage the 6 million South Africans who currently smoke cigarettes. Naledi Matlapeng, SABC News, Johannesburg.